The truck is 35 minutes late. The driver is calling, the warehouse is calling, and the next slot is about to disappear. That is the moment when dispatch stops being a calm plan on a screen and becomes a live decision chain. People who do not work in transport sometimes think dispatch is mostly talking. It is not. It is filtering. It is deciding what matters first, what can wait 2 minutes, and what will become expensive if nobody acts now. One late truck is almost never one problem. It is one moving truck connected to 3 different clocks. The driver has his clock. He wants to know whether he should keep pushing, change the route, protect the rest plan, or prepare for waiting. The warehouse has its clock. They want to know whether the slot still works, whether the ramp can stay open, and whether they should move the plan to another truck. Then there is the next move. Maybe another loading, maybe another unload, maybe a client who is expecting a specific delivery window and does not care how many small problems created the delay. This is why weak dispatch creates panic, because panic tries to answer all 3 clocks at once. Good dispatch does something else. First, it gets the real picture from the driver. Not hope, not maybe. Facts. Where exactly are you? What is blocking you? What is the real ETA if nothing changes? What is the real ETA if traffic gets worse? Can you still protect the legal rest plan? What matters here is not sounding dramatic. What matters is getting one clean version of reality before the story starts changing in every direction. Then comes the slot. Weak dispatch often wastes time. They keep saying maybe he can still make it. Maybe is not a plan. If the truck is slipping and the slot is tight, the warehouse needs a clear update early enough to react. Not when the truck is already outside the gate. Not when everyone is already angry. Early enough to decide whether the slot can hold, whether it needs to move, or whether the route needs a different recovery plan. Then comes the third pressure. The next consequence. The client. The next load. The next driver rest decision. This is where professional dispatch stops looking at one event and starts looking at the chain. If we protect this slot, do we break the next one? If we push this driver, do we damage the rest plan? If we wait for perfect information, do we lose the only good option? Bad dispatch reacts like a fire alarm. It calls everyone. It promises too much. It pushes the driver for impossible time. It gives the warehouse a soft answer. It gives the client a late answer. And 2 hours later, the route is not only late. It is messy. Good dispatch is calmer than that. Good dispatch says, first, facts. Second, options. Third, one clear next move for each side. The driver gets a practical instruction. Keep moving, protect rest, and we will protect the rest chain. Update at this point, and do not guess. The warehouse gets a real ETA, not false optimism. The next stakeholder gets a decision window. This is still recoverable, this needs rebooking, or this now moves the next job. That is the hidden part of transport people rarely see. A good dispatcher is not the loudest person in the room. A good dispatcher is the person who keeps one truck from becoming 3 separate problems with 3 separate stories. At Astrum, the standard should be simple. Do not answer pressure with noise. Answer it with sequence. Driver facts. Slot reality. Next consequence. Then decide. Because one late truck does not destroy a route by itself.